Okay, so I spoke to other agents. Martin Gerard came along. I think I had 3 or 4 agencies come at the same time or within a couple of days of each other. So I got a fairly good comparison. Some agents would come in and quote unrealistic rental incomes. Immediately I kind of like dismissed them. However, I think one thing about Martin Gerard I really liked was when Anthony turned up, he was very frank, very direct, and very honest. He's I think I remember him mentioning he's been in the industry for coming up to 20 years, so he knows the area, he knows the customer, he knows what they're looking for. I like the contract element side to it as well. There was an insurance policy that's also built in that's quite unique to Martin Gerard. That for me was another selling point. What I was looking for from an agency is an agency that can handle the customer. The customer that that for me that was going to rent the flat is somebody that can earn plus 2k in rental income. So that they needed to be professionals. That otherwise they weren't going to be able to afford it. So, and a professional kind of has expectations from an agency, so they expect it to be clean, slick machine, which is the impression I got from working with Martin Gerard. And it's just really catering to the ultimate customer, who's the person that's going to pay the rent at the end, and that's why I felt comfortable using those guys. It was just the honesty that came across when Anthony walked in, talked about how they work, how they operate, the state of the market, what's a realistic income to expect from the property, what potentially we could go for the starting points. He actually gave a fairly detailed strategy. My key thing was not letting the flat be empty. So I think like you can ask for and get whatever you want, but if the flat's empty for a month, you pretty much eroded the difference pretty much immediately. And I think with a flat that size, I think it was only left empty for a few days between one tenant leaving and the next arriving. So I was very pleased with the outcome. So the key thing that sold Martin Gerard to me was their sales people. So it was people like Anthony, it was people like Lavinia in their office that kind of, I saw an email coming back from the client to Lavinia complimenting her on her sort of professionalism throughout the process. That for me kind of like literally does speak volumes, because it's not my own opinion, it's actually the person that's moving into the flat. And I had a good opinion of Lavinia. She kept me in the loop as and when things were happening, and if there was something that I felt that I needed to talk to somebody about, she was there. If not, Anthony was there. So I felt they worked quite well as a team. I'd absolutely recommend them to friends and family, without a shadow of a doubt. They were efficient, quick, responsive, and professional.